Hey everyone, and welcome back to Esther S T. I hope that you're doing very well and enjoying the latter part of 2024. I want to first and foremost take this time on behalf of my husband and I to thank you all so much for your immense love and celebrations for our latest book, The Cost of Intentional Marriage. We released it and announced it not too long ago. For those who are following us on social media, you would have seen the video that we did. But if you haven't seen it, I will link it to this video below for you to watch. We are so grateful and we are so thankful for the support that has been given and just the honor to be able to share our wisdom and expertise with you for those in particular who are desiring marriage. And I really do hope that as you have got the book and for those who are yet to get the book, you will see the passion and the intent that we have behind this project to share with our community. But it doesn't negate the fact that my seventh book, The Becoming Woman, is as equally as important as The Cost of Intentional Marriage. I don't even know which book to choose. If I was single, both of them would be in my basket. So I encourage you, for those who have already been in touch with us regarding the Becoming Woman book series, you will know how intentional we are about pouring into women and men who are in the waiting season of transitioning from the season of singleness to courting. And I encourage you, for those who have not yet got a copy of this book, to purchase yours on our website, which is authenticworth.com/books, accompanied with The Cost of Intentional Marriage. And we look forward to signing it for you in due course. Moving on now, in today's video, I want to talk about the beauty of enjoying the present season, enjoying your current season, because there is beauty in it. Now, when I think about my journey and how far I've come, it's only been because I have learned to embrace the present moment. I haven't tried to think about being somewhere else. Even though at times as human beings, it can be very easy to focus on something that you're desiring or wanting to be elsewhere. But the beauty of life is truly in the present moment. And I really cannot emphasize it enough that as individuals, we must learn how to embrace our seasons of where we are. At some point, I really want to encourage you to take the time to go back on some of the videos that I've been recording, particularly the ones about owning your season, embracing the current moment that you are in. And I'm going to link them also in the description bar below. When recording these videos, I always think about what I'm learning in the current season that I'm in. I don't want to speak vaguely, but I want to be real with you. I really enjoy authenticity and relatability. Now, enjoying your current season isn't always easy. Let's be sincere. The same way when I think about these two books that I wrote, I said to myself, me writing a book about relationships and marriage, and even with this book in particular, I had to learn how to step out in faith and write it to encourage others who are also in the process of desiring to court or be in a relationship. And even though at the time I was in a relationship, I didn't force myself to think about the next step. I allowed every single moment to show itself naturally. And isn't that what we are meant to do as individuals? We are meant to allow each day to blossom by itself. Think about when you are planting something. A dear friend of mine gave me a few seeds to plant. And I remember as I tried my best to plant them, they weren't growing. Why? Because the soil was not ripe. It wasn't ready. And had I noticed and realized on time, I would have bought soil. But this is what life is about. You can be given something and you want it to be done straight away. You want the results imminently. But are you ready for what you're asking for? Have you done your research? Are you mentally and going to be accountable and responsible for what is being given onto you? The same way with being in a relationship. Are you accountable to what you are going to face? Have you worked on yourself deep down and asked, am I actually ready, or am I just desiring this because all my other friends and loved ones are desiring it? So we have to remember that no matter where we are in our seasons of growth, there's beauty in every moment. I wouldn't be the woman I am today if not for the people that were in my life, and even up till now, those that were there for a season, those that are here right now, and those who I'm going to meet in the future. They are all working together. And just like myself, I ask myself, Esther, how are you also being a positive contributor to someone else's life? It's not enough for us to always desire people to pour into us. We too have to pour into others. And in your season of waiting, or in your season of celebration, or in your season of mourning, there's always going to be an encouragement from someone, whether you're close to them or not. And I've experienced this, that God will use people and opportunities and moments that I never saw coming. And all of a sudden, it will speak to me because I once thought about this. I thought about envisioning my marriage. I thought about planning for my life in business. I thought about seeking ways to build up myself to be better. And greater opportunities started coming. Not that I was trying to force myself to be seen, not that I was trying to force myself to be known, but I just learned how to embrace this season. And I say this quite a lot in most of my videos, that you have to learn how to adapt with your season. And what does that mean? When it's busy, you go with the flow. But when it's quiet and not a lot of things are going on, enjoy it, those moments, because those moments are so rare. And not only are they rare, but when it starts to get busy, you will miss those quiet moments of solitude and peace. So don't think that, oh, I need to do so much, I need to be so busy every day. We don't need to crown burnout. We don't need to hail overworking. It's not good for the mind. It's not good for the soul. It's not good for the spirit. And it's not even good for how you relate to others, let alone yourself. There is beauty in this current season. And I know it can be hard. Let me not lie and think that it's always easy. There are seasons that are quiet, where it feels like nobody can understand you, where it feels like even if you try to speak, people may not even believe you because of the way you carry yourself. You're a bubbly lady, you're a confident man, you're always showing up. But deep down, you know that there are moments in your life where you feel empty, or where you feel like people just don't understand you, and that's okay. In those seasons, we're not meant to be understood. We're meant to enjoy what the season is teaching us. And I always say this, that you have to learn how to honor and acknowledge the season that you are in, rather than thinking you want to be in another place. Because there are certain things that you learn in your present that you may not learn when you move ahead. You want to always be ready for what you desire. So again, when you're working on that big goal, when you're working on that big dream, when you're working on building up your pitch, your confidence, what are you doing now? What action points are you taking? From a business perspective, I always think about the authors that we help in publishing their books. They want to be authors, but what are they doing to get themselves out there? Are they networking? Are they building up their book publishing knowledge? Do they know much about the industry? There are so many things that we need to learn in preparation to get to the next level. So within that gap of your life where you feel like nothing is happening, those are the best moments that you must learn how to truly embrace the season that you are in. And rather than wishing it away or wanting to disregard it, there is beauty in that moment. So again, when you're learning how to embrace your season and enjoy the beauty of where you are, it helps you to navigate life with ease. You're not waking up every morning thinking, here we go again. I'm doing the same thing, the same job, the same business, the same clients, the same life. Your life is actually changing every day, whether you realize it or not. And it's also about how you see yourself through your mind. Your mindset is one of your biggest gifts. And I've learned that even in this year particularly, I have to be so intentional about what I attract my way, through my words, through my thoughts, through my meditation moments, through those seasons of thinking. Because we all think. There's no one that doesn't have thoughts. We all have thoughts every day. And that's a good thing. But at the same time, overthinking isn't good. Enjoying the life that you have right now is all you have. This is the life that we have right now, and we have to make the most of it right now. You may not have everything you need right now, but you have life, and that is not to be taken for granted. And even with the life that you have, you must learn how to enjoy it. Don't endure it, enjoy it. Embrace it. Meet new people. Get to know others. Come out of your comfort zone, even in the season of your present moment. There's a lot you can learn. When I think about my journey from working in property, working in retail, running a business, helping authors publishing their books, getting married, it is all a journey. And those steps have taught me so much. It's not that I was working in retail and then all of a sudden I became a business owner. No, it was a process. I had to make sure that every process that was met in my life, I passed it. That I didn't jump. I didn't just say, oh, I want to go from A to Z. I had to go from A to B to C to D because it is a process. And I really can't emphasize this enough, my loved ones, to please enjoy the season that you're in. Yes, sometimes it can be frustrating, it can be painful because it seems like you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I was once there. But the moment I chose to be intentional about my thoughts, the moment I chose to believe that my season is preparing me for tomorrow and I'm not left behind or I'm not missing out on anything, it really helps me to change my perspective on life and really celebrate those in my community who are doing what I desire to do. You know that right now you're in a season of desiring more. There's no one right now that doesn't want more. And if you don't want more and you're satisfied and content, that's great. But for those who know that they are called for more, it will take a level of humility and acceptance to enjoy where you are. And that acceptance isn't always easy, but it is worth it. That you can look back and say, I am so grateful that I didn't rush this season. I'm so grateful that I didn't cut corners or compromise. I chose to remain faithful. I chose to remain pure. I chose to remain patient, even when society makes me feel as if I'm left behind. But I know I'm not because I have the mind of Christ. I have the mind of someone that is resilient. I have the mind of someone that is consistent and that can pour into people when they too feel like life is over. You know that song from Travis Green, Made a Way? And the lyrics go, you made a way when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over. He made a way and we are standing here only because Abba made a way. Sometimes the things that we listen to must bring encouragement into our lives. Even in those seasons of silence, there's beauty in quietness. Even when it's a hard struggle, there's so much that you're learning. And I personally believe from experience that when I'm in those moments of silence and it seems like nothing is happening, those are the greatest moments that blessings are being birthed. Not when everything is loud, not when everyone is around me. No, 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 no. It's those moments where I think, this life of mine is getting a bit too quiet. Am I getting a bit too comfortable? We get those moments. Let's be sincere. But in the grand scheme of things, you must realize that times and seasons are changing. And this is why I love Ecclesiastes, which encourages us to remember that there is a time and season for everything. A time to speak and a time to be silent. A time to play and a time to rest. We need rest in this life. You can't be overworking and burning out. But then at the same time, you can't be resting and not doing anything. Balance. I really guarantee you that where you are right now is not where you're going to be forever. And I encourage you to step out in faith and believe that even though right now my life seems boring or it seems quiet, I'm going to enjoy those silent moments of solitude and rest. I'm going to lean into it because I don't want to take for granted what that current season is teaching me. Now, I want to ask you, what is your current season teaching you? What is the beauty of where you are right now? How do you find beauty in your life right now? Write it down in the comment section below. Let's be interactive. Let's be intentional. Once again, I want to take this time to thank you for watching our video. I will be looking to get my husband back on so that we can talk about our journey into marriage and in particular, how we experience planning our wedding. Please, for those who would like to get my husband and I back on this channel, you know what to do. Like this video, share it with a friend, and please subscribe so that many other people can see the notifications of this video. Thank you so much. And once again, I will also be listing my beautiful books in the description bar below for you to purchase and read in your own time. And in particular, if you know anyone that is in a season of desiring marriage or who are married, please do give them these books. These are great resources for those who are in that season of pivoting and change. Thank you so much once again. Until next time, I'll see you in the upcoming video. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.